Bienvenue encore dans l'autre segment Causer Santé. À ce moment-là, nous avons deux invités spéciaux pour nous. Premier invité, c'est Dr. David Moskowitz, qui est un néphrologiste spécialiste, qui a venu porter un peu bonne information sur le kidney. Nous connaissons que le kidney, c'est une partie de notre corps, c'est un organe qui nous qui avoir plusieurs problèmes. Et le plus souvent, problème kidney, il n'y a pas détecté toutes les fois que il pas empiré. Cela veut dire que kidney, il part côté lié dans le corps nous, si toutefois que nous pas même senti symptômes bien entendu. Et là nous commençons à sentir symptômes, problème n'est pas grave. So, Dr. Moskowitz a venu là avec nous pour nous expliquer nous comment pour nous faire pour nous éviter endommager kidney nous. Ça nous a manger, ça nous a fait pour pas gâter kidney nous. Ensuite, ils sont spécialistes qui évitent nous arriver dans dialysis. Nous connaissons le kidney n'a pas fonctionné bien. Ils fait tout ça fait pour kidney il pas bien. Donc dialysis c'est dernier ressource là. Donc les même avec tout ça que le gain, avec traitement que le gain, ils viennent éviter nous aller dans dialysis. Et puis encore l'autre invité spécial que nous gagnons c'est Madame Angelita, Nicolas, Nicolas, qui a venu à Soya, c'est une pharmacie owner qui est établie dans Palm Beach County. Il y a une pharmacie, un spécial service pour nous toutes qui dans la communauté. La venu porter toute information ça pour nous. La venu faire medication management pour nous. Comment nous faire connaître que qui leur pour prendre médicament, qui leur pour pas prendre médicament. Il pas un pharmaciste, il pas un docteur, mais il c'est owner of the pharmacy. So il y a pile information que il porter pour nous à Soya. En passant, m'a dit nous que choix Soya c'est une courtoisie de Sacred Heart International Institute. C'est une école nursing qui est établie dans Simple Road. Donc, c'est l'école nursing, côté que nous apprendre à faire LPN. Non seulement ça, l'école l'a venu avec plusieurs programmes encore. Si nous avons besoin d'apprendre à faire massage, il y a un programme ça. Si nous avons besoin d'apprendre à faire zone, pour faire pédicure, manicure, il y a un programme ça. Il y a un spécial que là-bas, nous tous qui gardent des programmes, si nous relais. Also, for those of you who's watching the show tonight, and love the show and would like to advertise your business in the show, you can always call us at 772-405-7174 or you can email us at causesante@gmail.com. Thank you. Sacred Heart International Institute is a multi-level educational school that prepares students to become independent professionals in the workforce. They offer a variety of educational services like licensed practical nurses, skincare specialists, nail technician, and other health education classes. The school is located at 833 West Semple Road, Deerfield Beach, Florida. For more information, call them today to register at 954-960-2624. For those of you who want to become financially independent and earn a living as an LPN, a home health aide, a skincare and nail technician, Sacred Heart Institute will help you achieve your goal. Again, they are located at 833 West Semper Road, Deerfield Beach, Florida. Call them today to register at 954-960-2624. With Sacred Heart International Institute, you are guaranteed a successful career. Oui, bonsoir. Comme nous te promettons, nous assoya, nous avons un invité spécial dans Cause Santé qui va venir parler nous de comment nous avons éviter la dialysis. Il y a une pile précaution, c'est de bagages que nous avons fait, que nous avons évité aller dans la machine ça les dialysis là. Ok, bonsoir, c'est Dr. David Moskowitz. Bonsoir, Dr. Moskowitz.
Bonsoir, Madame Novan.
Oh, how nice. He also has a little Creole. Okay, how wonderful.
Et como oye,
ambiance. Okay, Dr. Moskowitz, thank you for being here tonight at Cause Santé. And can you please talk to us a little bit about yourself?
I learned French in high school in Middle Massachusetts, where it's snowing right now.
Yes.
We're down here in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach area. I'm very happy to be here.
Of course.
And I stayed in New England for my college and med school and was trained at Harvard, and then went to St. Louis for internship and residency and renal fellowship, and just came to South Florida about 10 years ago and actually spent a year in North Miami at a Haitian clinic, which I absolutely adored.
Really? Oh, how wonderful. Okay, well tonight you're going to speak to us about something very special, right?
To me, something dear to my heart, which is dialysis, which is the province of nephrologists. It's how nephrologists make their money, their salary. But it's something that strikes me as a necessary evil, and if we could just prevent it, it would save so much heartache and so much expense in terms of lives lost prematurely and huge taxpayer expense.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And one of the things that one of the problems that we have as patients when we go to the doctor, we don't normally ask for the lab work. For instance, we don't know what our creatinine levels are for the most part. So do you advise them to specifically ask the doctor about that?
Right. Most people, when I tell them that their kidneys are in trouble, they say, no, I'm fine. I urinate many times a day. I even have to urinate during the night. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with my kidneys. Well, my mother had a stone, but I haven't had any stones. The truth is that you can lose your kidney function completely and not know a thing. And the only way to tell is from a blood test, which is ridiculous. Because, who thinks that a disease involves a blood test? But it has really serious repercussions, because if you don't know your serum creatinine, this test, if you don't follow it as rigorously as your cholesterol, which everybody asks for, and you don't have symptoms of cholesterol either, but if you don't follow your serum creatinine, and all of a sudden you go to your doctor one day and he says, or she says, whoops, got to put you in the hospital because it's time for dialysis. And it happens every single day.
Wow. So in other words, there's not really specific signs and symptoms that you can really feel that could really help you from getting there.
There's not a thing you feel. In fact, if you feel anything, it's too late.
Wow. So what are we doing? What are you doing, Dr. Moskowitz?
Well, so there's no point knowing a lab test if there's nothing to do. You're absolutely right. You have to have something up your sleeve to do about the result. And so we found in my lab that a gene was overactive in kidney disease. And this was kind of beginning stage of genomic medicine, precision medicine. the Human Genome Project, all that stuff that everybody knows about now. But it turns out it's tremendously powerful to know what genes are associated with what diseases. And this one gene that I happened to look at turns out to be a master disease gene. And renal failure is just one of the many diseases that it affects. There are other diseases like sickle cell and emphysema and peripheral vascular disease that it also affects. It may actually affect your response to tuberculosis and infectious agents like viruses. Mm-hmm. It may actually be involved in these untreatable viruses like Ebola and dengue and chikungunya, right. Mm-hmm. which I'm busy trying to find out, and I welcome collaborators. But the one thing that I've shown in the last 23 years is that if you goose people with quinapril, you can keep them off dialysis.
Yes, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. So what do we tell mom and dad? Or even my friends, myself, my co-workers?
Well, it's two steps, really. First step, know your serum creatinine. Okay. And if it's above 1.0, go to my website.
Okay.
Which is genomed.com, genomed.com, and click on Contact Us, and I'll take it from there.
Okay. Are there specific medications or treatment that you can elaborate more on?
There are dozens, literally dozens of ACE inhibitors. They've been around since the late 70s, and it turns out the one that works the best, in my opinion, in my experience so far, with about 4,000 patients, is quinapril. Although the truth is, it hasn't really been studied. I mean, of all the 15 or so ACE inhibitors, nobody has systematically compared head-to-head ACE inhibitors with quinapril. But I have, and generally, people do well with quinapril. There are a few that don't, and for various reasons. And I'd be very curious to see if I could do anything better with one of the other ACE inhibitors. One of the problems of this whole field is I'm the only guy on earth who's doing it. Wow. And I haven't had any help whatsoever from the people you'd expect to help, the people at the NIH or at WHO or anybody else who says that they're interested in preventing dialysis. They haven't helped a bit in 20 odd years.
Really? Wow. Did you actually get in touch with them? Was the response was negative?
Well, I got in touch with them repeatedly, and the response was nothing.
Nothing. Wow.
I mean, they ignored me. So I don't think it's because I'm an idiot, because I did go to nice schools. So at least that's out of the way. I may have become an idiot ever since, but I think more interesting as an explanation is the fact that dialysis patients bring in $100,000 a year for the 3 years that they're on average alive. And so we're talking about an $85 billion a year global industry that doesn't want to go away. And what it suggests to me is that healthcare is not the healthcare that you grew up believing in. It's not the system that eliminated polio in the 1950s, when there was a glimmer of a hope that Salk's vaccine might work. Yeah. And they went very quickly to the million-child field trials of 1954 based on very limited data that Salk had, maybe a handful of patients, relatively speaking. I've got 4,000 patients, and still nobody will try to replicate my results. They don't even say it's wrong, they just ignore it. And as a result, probably 20 million people have gone on the kidney machine unnecessarily around the world, especially in places like Haiti, where they don't even have kidney machines. So the alternative is either to go on dialysis and have a miserable 3 years, or to just die. Wow. And healthcare would prefer that you go on the machine because you bring in $300K before you die. I personally, and I think most patients, would prefer to avoid the kidney machine altogether. I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense from the public health point of view. And what I'm most dismayed at is that of all the people I've been asking for help in the last 23 years, not a single one other than you and Jay Shri Pandya last week has even wanted to hear about it.
Wow. International Institute is a multi-level educational school that prepares students to become independent professionals in the workforce. They offer a variety of educational services like licensed practical nurses, skincare specialists, nail technician, and other health education classes. The school is located at 833 West Semple Road, Deerfield Beach, Florida. For more information, call them today to register at 954-960-2624. For those of you who want to become financially independent and earn a living as an LPN, a home health aide, a skincare and nail technician, Sacred Heart Institute will help you achieve your goal. Again, they are located at 833 West Semple Road, Deerfield Beach, Florida. Call them today to register at 954-960-2624. With Sacred Heart International Institute, you are guaranteed a successful career. But what happened to your patients? Because if it's good outcome, why can't they even look at the outcome of those patients and they can determine whether or not it's a good thing for them?
That is a superb question, Lorraine. And the fact is that nobody knows any outcomes for any treatment. We do not keep track of outcomes. Not in this country, not in any country. We keep track of expense, but we don't keep track of outcomes. And until we do, until we know how well patients from each of the 700,000 doctors in the US are doing, we're not going to know anything. And so up to now, Medicare has been forcing physicians to become coders and billers because it's great. You know, if we do the work of coding and billing, it makes it that much easier to collect the bill from Medicare. We've become coders and billers, we physicians, and it's horrible for physician burnout. But what we really need Medicare to be doing is asking us for the outcomes of our patients, and then picking the physicians with the best outcomes and asking them to teach the rest of us how they got such great outcomes. And that's the only way the healthcare system is going to improve.
Okay, absolutely. Okay, Dr. Moskowitz, what is kidney disease?
Kidney disease is the inability of the kidneys to do their job, which is to filter the blood and get rid of poisons and also get rid of extra fluid in the bloodstream.
Yes. Okay, how do I know I have kidney disease?
Well, it's very hard because the thing that we're sensitive to the most is the fluid balance situation. So the most that we're aware of is whether we've got swollen feet or not, or whether our lungs fill up with fluid and we can't breathe. But that usually doesn't happen until the very end of kidney failure. And The important thing that kidneys do, the filtering process for the poisons, that's a system that only a blood test can tell you. And so you have to rely on your physician to draw the blood and to tell you about it routinely. And everybody should be checking on their creatinine when they're young at least once a year, and over the age of 40 at least twice a year.
Okay. Are there any food or that we take, we eat on a daily basis that can create a negative impact on our kidney?
Well, it's theoretical whether protein damages the kidney. A good kidneys won't be bothered by high protein. But at the end, we always tell our kidney patients, especially the ones on dialysis, about how bad protein is for you. You can't eat very much. You can go into a coma from a Big Mac. But food in general doesn't matter at the stage that you need to act to save your kidneys.
Okay.
If you're already worrying about what diet can help your kidneys, it's too late.
Too late. Wow. Okay, Dr. Moskowitz, thank you for those wonderful information. So if someone want to get in contact with you, how do they get you?
Well, first off, we should talk about who should get in touch with me. So I think everybody with the two diseases that hurt your kidneys that I can prevent kidney dialysis from, diabetes and hypertension, regardless of whether you know your creatinine now or not, regardless of whether you know how good your kidneys are, I think you should contact me. Because the first thing I'll ask you is, what is your serum creatinine? And it may be the first time that you've ever seen the word spelled out on the paper. So go to my website, genomed.com.
You can see it right here.
Right there?
Right there.
Oh, there, here? Click on Contact Us. And then that's all you need, with an email address for me to write back. And then we'll get started. And you can be anywhere in the world. You can even write me in any language you want, because I can use the Translate, Google Translate. But if you write in French, I actually should know it. But Creole, I have trouble with the spelling, so a problem. So anyway, you write me, and I write back, and I ask, what's your creatinine? And you say, what's that? And then I explain it. And then I ask you, what's your blood pressure? And you tell me what it is. And then I say, what's your medicine? What medicines are you taking for your blood pressure or your diabetes? You tell me that. And then I say, well, instead of taking these medicines for your blood pressure, just take this one, quinapril, which is an ACE inhibitor. And because your kidney failure is fairly far advanced, and I'm worried about your potassium, which is another thing we'll talk about on the email, you should take a second drug called Florinef. So those two drugs are enough to keep you off dialysis. And then we'll talk about other stuff. There are a few other little tricks that everybody knows, but the quinapril Florinef trick is my trick. And nobody else in the world uses it, and it works. So contact me if you want to stay off the machine.
All right, so as you just heard from Dr. Moskowitz, lots of good information about your kidney and also how to prevent dialysis. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, and welcome back. You can come back anytime you want, okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for watching us.
Thank you.
reye. Nous sommes font survey, nous demandons de 3 moun à qui est banque que yo ban nous nos bec là. Nous demandons est-ce que vous connaissez combien d'argent vous gagnez dans l'account? Vous tout connaissez combien d'argent vous gagnez dans l'account. Par contre, nous demandons qui médicament vous prend, le pas connaît. Autrement, si vous nous conseillez que vous prenez bleu, vous prenez blanc, vous prenez vert. Nous demandons est-ce que vous comprenez qui ça, vous prenez médicament. La majorité là-dedans, vous dit ah, nous prenons pour cœur, nous prenons pour tension, nous prenons pour cholestérol. Est-ce que nous connaissons ce médicament fait pour nous? Non. Est-ce que nous connaissons depuis combien de temps nous prenons ce médicament? Nous n'avons pas rapport toutes ces explications. Cela veut dire que nous avons une importance vraiment à l'argent qui est dans la poche, l'argent qui est dans la banque, nous avons toute information sur les médicaments qui sont bons pour vous, pour la vie, pour la santé, nous n'avons pas gagné un clou de ça. Donc c'est peut-être ça, nous avons rencontré avec nos experts dans les médicaments, que lui-même pour qu'on parle, lui c'est un honneur de une pharmacie là dans Palm Beach et que là vient étaler problème médicaments que nous gagnons dans la communauté. Parce que il y a un pile monde qui doit prendre 5 différents médicaments, ils sont sous noms différents parce que il y a un générique, il y a trade name, mais il y a tous ces mêmes médicaments et tout. Donc en pile non, ils sont à l'hôpital, ils viennent avec 4-5 médicaments. 2 là-dedans, 3 là-dedans, c'est même médicaments. Ils continuent à boire tous les médicaments ça, pour tension. Pendant ce temps, à la fin, tension, on vient tomber plat à terre. Donc, l'éducation, ça a besoin de faire dans la communauté pour un médicament. Restez branchés, nous allons retourner avec Angelita Nicolas pour plus d'informations sur les médicaments. Merci.
Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue encore dans le deuxième segment Causer Santé. Comme nous te promettons, nous, à Soya, nous avons venu avec nos experts qui c'est un honneur d'une pharmacie mini-clinique là dans les communautés. Donc, welcome, thank you so much, Angelita Nicolas.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. Lorraine, this is such a, before I even get started with myself, I just want to tell you, this is an amazing platform. This is an amazing information that you are giving to our community, because the lack of why people fail in this world is lack of information.
Absolutely.
And you providing information to be able to have us live a healthier life. And we appreciate you. I just want to say I commend you for doing this, because this is a wonderful platform that you are giving to our community.
Thank you so much, Angie. As you know, knowledge is power.
Exactly.
And if we can provide that to the community, we will have a better community.
Exactly, exactly. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Okay, who is Angelita Nicolas? Can you please tell me more about you?
Well, Angelita Nicolas was born in Haiti, Port-au-Prince, and I came here when I was 5 years old. I grew up in Miami, Florida, and I went to college to University of South Florida. When I went to college at University of South Florida, I majored in political science and minor in pre-law. Yeah, and then once I completed my undergrad degree, I went to 2 semesters of law school. But I had a daughter who was diagnosed with hydronephrosis, and she had her urethral tube curved. And so when that happened to my daughter, I became a stay-at-home mom. And she had to be with a urologist, nephrologist, and she also had to go get scans every week. So I had to stay home and become an entrepreneur.
Right.
And so my life and my passion was created around my children. And so this is why I am who I am today. And I always tell my daughter Riley, it's all because of you.
Oh, how wonderful. And what a strange way.
Life to happen, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. I opened my first boutique in Tampa, Florida, Ybor City. And I opened it just with a tax return.
Really?
With no money in the bank, with a tax return. And I had a vision and I was focused. And I turned that business into a $500,000 business. So with no loan, with nothing. And today I'm here and I'm grateful to be sitting here with you. is because of Physician Family Pharmacy.
Yes.
And the reason why the hotspot is the boutique has invested in the health of the community.
Yes, we all know that Angie just opened a new pharmacy. It's also a clinic.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that service?
Okay, Physician Family Pharmacy, it's not just a regular pharmacy. It is a compound pharmacy that we make medication from scratch. We make it for you because not everyone is the same size. Not everyone, if I'm diabetic, right? And you're diabetic. And let's say I'm 105 pounds and another person is 170 pounds. Well, a lot of the time we get prescribed the same medication. Compounding is when the doctor prescribes your medication, the dose for your age, your height, and your weight, and we make it for you. And the difference between compound and just buying regular medication is that it's between Whole Foods and Walmart. So what do you want to pay? Do you want to pay Whole Food or do you want to pay Walmart? Well, there's nothing wrong with generic regular pills and then with compounding. If you need an ointment, we got that for you. Whatever it is that you need and the doctor prescribed, we can make it. So you do have options. And a lot of people in our community don't know we have options.
Right.
And we have a special program that we do for free. Whether you are a patient or non-patient, we have something called medication management.
Yes. Okay.
Medication management is such a great tool for our community because a lot of time people are blaming, oh, the pharmaceutical company is no good. I'm here to change the image of that. The reason why I'm here to change the image is because the pharmacists that I have working for me, I have 3 pharmacists at my pharmacy. What they went to school. They went to 13 years of school to learn about medication and how these medications can interfere with your body.
Right.
How you can have long-term effect and short-term effect. The doctors, no disrespect, we love the doctors. Without them, we wouldn't have the pharmacy. But what it is they only go to school for a certain semester of time for medication. So you can prevent yourself from going to the hospital, going to see a long-term care physician or internal medicine doctor if you just follow the dialogue of having a communication with your pharmacy.
I completely agree with you. Well, Angie, what makes Physician Family Pharmacy unique?
What makes us so unique? That's a great question because everybody thinks, okay, well, if I just go to CVS or Walgreens, they're good pharmacies. Don't get me wrong. Your neighborhood pharmacies, wherever, independent, wherever you choose, whether it's us or anyone else, they're great. Okay. But what makes Physician Family Pharmacy better is we give you #1 service. And the way we do that, just think of going to McDonald's, and when you go to McDonald's, there's a timer. When your fries is not ready, they tell you, can you move up a little bit? What happens is when you go to big chain pharmacies, they have a certain amount of time to be able to take care of you. At Physician Family Pharmacy, we make appointments and to be able to help you if you need services. We have an on-call staff that it takes automatic message, automatic information to be able to help you. We provide, like I was saying earlier today, we provide a service called medication management, medication therapy. And the way that works is we sit down with you. Either if you are a patient of ours, we go to your home. If you're not a patient, we welcome you for free at the pharmacy with an appointment. We have your medications all together. We teach you how to take your medication. We have different packaging, especially if you're an elderly. You know, faut nous take care grand nous, faut nous take care maman nous, ou comprendre? Because get fois y prend grand yo gen tension, yo gen diabetes, yo gen problem care, yo gen pile qualité problem mais y prend grand yo en seul coup. Yo prend tout ensemble. And then kounya ou pied grand moun nan vin enflé, parce que yo pa connaît sou prend remède ça avec remède ça, la fait en interaction.
Right.
So ça nous fait nous font papier pour nous font list. We make a list for you. And with the list, we take all your medications and we write them down. We look to see if it's expired. We ask you, how does this medication make you feel when you take it? Do you remember the time that you're taking it? You know, because sometimes a lot of patients, they have cataracts. They can't see. So we have also colorful packages that can help you. Yeah. We have colorful packages. We also have, if you can see, we have days packages and timing packages, because there's certain medication you cannot take. And if you take it, it will cause an interaction. So we put it in a package for you where if it's Monday, you take it at noon, you take it at 3, you take it at 4, you take it at 10. That way, here's how I used to see my family. Okay, m'gen tension, m'gen problème psych, m'gen tout l'autre problème. Bon, just prend tout grignon ensemble, li pas bon pour. Kounya, ça nous pas dit bon Dieu, nan ki sa mi la graine sa yo. Et pas graine nan ka bon problème. C'est Jean prend graine nan. And then, ou pas, parce que ou docteur a gen white coat sou li, des fois nous paix, haïtien paix pour demander question. Because white coat mean authority. Yes. Ça veut dire authority, moun sa kon sa la di. And des fois, on docteur gen pou louer patient sans patient non jour. Li pa changer ki remède li te bon déjà. So you gotta when you go to see your doctor, you take information down to your doctor. You know what, doctor? I was taking this high blood pressure medication. Mwen commencé pied m'enfler. So pense pou m'fè. Kounya docteur a même pral dou, m'gon l'autre remède m'ka meto sou li. But ou pa ka pale docteur mal, sou pa bal chance lan pou dil ki problème. Et pas pharmacie qui fait ça. Non. Nous-mêmes, nous travaillons dur pour patient nous. Et ça nous fait, nous-mêmes, si nous avons un remède qui a bon problème, nous relèvons le docteur pour vous. Wow. Parce que nous-mêmes, nous avons autorité de pour faire transfert un remède avec nous, ou bien nous avons autorité pour nous parler à docteur. So, si nous avons un remède ça va fort bien, nous carré le docteur, et le docteur n'a pas un update qui nous remède qui vient. C'est nous-mêmes qui gagnons ça. So, et peut-être ça nous fait medication management. Nous montrons qui j'en pour faire une liste, combien de remèdes ou prend. Après, fin faire une liste là, mettez information qui ça remède la faire. Non, liste. Après, fin écrit tout remède ou font l'autre liste pour montrer l'aime pour remède ça yo, mais ça yo fait. Après ça, mal docteur, pour montrer docteur ça le fait. Pour so that way docteur même l'elle parle avant ou pas frustrated ou pas en get, and then docteur même ka parle avant pour ka aider. Okay. So kounya pharmacie yo même ça nous même nous fait pour nous retirer tout stress yo dans men nous même nous garder tout bagay pour. Mais sou pas gon pharmacie comme ça ka fait ça pour oublier point information, kounya là ou pas dire remède yo pas bon, remède yo 20e, non. Tout remède fait avec remedies. Right. Vous comprenez? So, on est par la docteur, dit le docteur, j'en senti ou, ça remet de la feuille, so that way pour le docteur ka aider. And then, là, avec physician family pharmacy, nous-mêmes nous régler tout ça pour. Vous comprenez? Nous régler tout ça pour. Le fini tout, ou bien doit la caillou, si moun, ou gen jeune garçon qui prend machine là, li sorti, ou gen pour aller prendre remède ou pas qu'à prendre remède. Nous retirer stress ça dans mais nous délivrer pour vous automatically. Nous délivrer remède pour free. Ça veut dire nous pour toute bagaille VIP. Nous parler docteur pour vous, nous update docteur nous penser remède ça pas bon pour un tel oui, mais ça nous penser pour kabali parce que docteur pas nous yo qui forme dit, c'est docteur non prescription non médication. Yo fait un pile temps l'école pour yo apprendre que ça qui ça remettre ça faire avec ça. So, et ça qui est tellement important pour community par nous. Parce que nous-mêmes nous disons, oh non, les fini, nous pas regarder qui les remèdes expirés.
Son problème
n'y est pour. Parce que, soit mange, sous bon lait la dit, la expiré, le vin, ou brûle, il va le faire malade. Bien sûr. So, sous, on doit penser, m'bagé comme pour mal pour remettre ça comme ceci. Nous-mêmes, nous avons un plan avec tout patient nous. Si qu'on peut mettre un bon problème, nous mettons un plan pour qu'on paye nous qu'on peut mettre un bac. Okay. Pour qu'on prenne remède. Okay? Parce que l'assurance n'a payé pour remède, of course, qu'on paye qu'on peut mettre là. Mais des fois, un peu de monde pas qu'à prendre remède là parce que qu'on peut mettre là cher. Nous mettons un plan pour nous make sure ou toujours jouer le remède.
Wow. Comme nous attendons, comme nous attendons, Angie, qu'a parlé nous là de physician, family pharmacy, non seulement yo ban nous médicaments, yo éduquer nous de médicaments, yo supporter nous de médicaments, tout que nous connaissons que dans la communauté en que nous besoin tout genre de service ça yo.
Sacred Heart International Institute is a multi-level educational school that prepares students to become independent professionals in the workforce. They offer a variety of educational services like licensed practical nurses, skincare specialists, nail technician, and other health education classes. The school is located at 833 West Semple Road, Deerfield Beach, Florida. For more information, call them today to register at 954-960-2624. For those of you who want to become financially independent and earn a living as an LPN, a home health aide, a skincare and nail technician, Sacred Heart Institute will help you achieve your goal. Again, they are located at 833 West Semple Road, Deerfield Beach, Florida. Call them today to register at 954-960-2624. With Sacred Heart International Institute, you are guaranteed a successful career.
Donc, Angie, one of the things that I realized going out there to do my little survey, a lot of patients are being discharged from the hospital, and they had medication that they used to take in the past, and the new medication, and that created a lot of confusion. Do you do medication reconciliation?
To answer your question about medication reconciliation, we do that.
Okay.
We do that also for free. We not only a pharmacy, we are also a mini clinic where we have a nurse practitioner and a collaborating physician with us. And so when we see patients that go through this, for example, we have an ALF community, and a lot of the patients were diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And we had 30 patients, and out of the 30 patients, we found 7 of them that they didn't have Alzheimer's. Remember, I'm not a doctor. What we did something called detox. We detoxed their body, because what people fail to understand is we had a patient that had seizure in their brain, and the seizure caused them to think maybe that they had that serious type of disease.
Yes.
So we have a nutritionist on service to be able to help us to do a meal plan for you to detox your body, so that way you can reframe to back to who you used to be. You understand? Because what happened is when you're taking a medication that's new and you're taking a medication that is expired, that can cause you seizure. And when it causes you seizure, you can go to sleep in the middle of the night and not wake up. And a lot of time our community said, oh, just it has to do a lot of times with our habits.
Right.
You know, make sure you check that cabinet. Go to your kitchen cabinet, whatever medications you have. If you need to throw them away, throw them away. Do not send them to Haiti. Throw them away. We also, if you need somewhere to bring your medication, we have a buyback medication plan. We take your medication and we send them back to the vendors. Okay. So that way you're not destroying the environment by flushing it in the toilet. A lot of things happen into the sea, into the water that we drink back. Because the system is sometimes a recycling system. So you might feel like, well, I flushed it, and you're probably putting that back into your body.
Yes, absolutely. Well, encore, mes amis, comme nous attendons, c'est une raison qui fait que Causer Santé t'est initié mouvement ça. Éducation est très important pour nous tous qui regardons là. C'est une raison qui fait que le n'a pas cherché, nous toujours dit nous partager avec famille, nous amis nous. Nous toujours mener moun qui qualifié dans le domaine par yo pour venir porter information ça yo. Donc continuez à encourager choix. Angie, qu'est-ce qu'on t'a dit communauté noire? In Creole, in English.
Communauté, ça sont bel programme. ou bien pour nous. T'allais là, c'est payer pour me sponsor, pour nous faire éclam pour Physician Family Pharmacy. Nous te voulons dire merci pour t'être ou fait venir là, parce que this is bigger than you. This is bigger than you. This is something that's going to be in our community, that's going to be everlasting. Because part of why our culture is dying is because of lack of information. You know, only if they speak to your doctor, get you a medication list, put the medication that you're currently on and you're no longer on, put the information together, let your doctor know, have a communication dialogue with your doctor, watch how much of a difference your life will be.
Angie, you just provided us such great information to the community. I'm pretty sure they'll want to know where to contact you.
Oh, we're right here in Palm Beach, and we're located at 5869 Lake Worth Road, and we're in Green Acres, Florida, which is Lake Worth, between Lake Worth Road, where the movie theater is. So there's a lot. So even when you come to the pharmacy, you want to grab something to eat, there's an Olive Garden, there's a movie theater. And then if you don't want to supavle vini, we're going to deliver to you for free of charge. If you are a patient, we come to your house and do free medication management. If you're not our patient, you come in, make an appointment at a certain time. We do free medication management for you. So we're in it for the community to live a healthier life.
Wonderful, wonderful. OK, comme nous entendez, si nous besoin NG dans Physician Family Pharmacy, nous capables rencontrer lui avec toute information ça physician. Oh, NG, you forgot to mention about your mini clinic inside the pharmacy. Did you?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so inside of the pharmacy, we have also a mini clinic. Let's say you get sick and you don't want to pay hospital charge. You come in, whether you have insurance or non-insurance. Matter of fact, for non-insurance is less expensive than having insurance. You know, we have a set amount of things that we do for you. Like, for example, if you want to do blood tests, whatever it is, we can help you. And our nurse practitioner is a DMP nurse practitioner, and she's also a nutritionist. So she is very gifted. So not only, it's not just about putting medication in your body, it's just managing how to take your medication. And we've had patients that went from diabetic to non-diabetic because of the health plan. But it's a lifestyle.
Yes.
You have to follow the lifestyle. You're not just going to wake up, oh, I'm not going to take any medication. You have to eat right. You have to follow the plan, and once you follow the plan, I promise you, if you follow the plan, we could rear you off if you were taking 20 to 7 from 7 to 0.
Wow, what a great combo. OK, comme nous s'entendez, si nous besoin NG, nous pouvons contacter NG dans 5869 Lake Worth Avenue, dans Green Acres, et téléphone pour nous contacter, c'est 561 501 1874. En portant, pas oublier pour moi dire nous que si nous besoin NG gagne service 24 heures sur 24. Oui. Si nous besoin nous allons reler le téléphone ça parce que des fois nous prenons aller dans emergency room pour nous payer un extra co-payment just for a prescription. So, donc nous carrer et puis la pharmaciste.
We have an on-call pharmacist. And the on-call pharmacist answer your question. Okay. Let's say you have a pain. Mm-hmm. She knows what the pain is, and she can tell you, hey, you don't need to go and spend that money at the hospital. This is what's going on. She asks you specific questions, and then you can follow up in the morning with a doctor. Okay. Instead of having a $100,000, $20,000 bill of an emergency room bill.
Comme nous tous connaissons, aller dans l'emergency room service, nous seuls 30 minutes, nous allons retourner pour $4,000. Well, MG, thank you so much for being here tonight with us.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you. I appreciate it. We look forward to be a part of your show again.
Wonderful, and looking forward to having you here again.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great pleasure. Eh bien, Cause Santé est entré dans l'affaire là. Donc, comme nous connaissons, Cause Santé, c'est une émission qui vient chaque jeudi soir à 9h pour la communauté, pour éduquer nous dans ce qui a passé dehors. Parce qu'il y a un pile dans nous qui ne connaissent pas qui côté pour nous aller, pour médicaments, pour médecins, nous, si nous avons diabète, si nous avons tension, nous avons monté. C'est pour ça chaque jeudi soir, nous venons avec un spécialiste, un expert dans le domaine ça, qui peut venir porter information ça pour nous. Donc, merci beaucoup. À jeudi prochain.